Last night, my wife muttered a name in her sleep, a name I'd never heard before. It wasn't a mumble, either, she said it with a kind of desperate longing that made my heart drop. I asked her about it over breakfast, but she just brushed it off, said I must have dreamed it. That lie stuck with me all day, clawing at my insides, until I couldn't ignore it any longer. On my way home, I stopped by the gym where she said she'd be training. The place was packed, heat and sweat thick in the air, but she wasn't in her usual spot. Instead, I heard that name again, shouted by a crowd circling a makeshift ring in the back. There she was, my wife, face split with a wild grin, fists up, fighting under that alias. I stood frozen as she took down her opponent, the crowd chanting her secret name like it was a prayer. Afterward, I followed her out, my blood pounding in my ears. She slipped into a car with someone I recognized, a man from our neighborhood, someone who always smiled too wide at her. I waited, hidden, as they drove off, my stomach twisting tighter with every minute. Hours passed before she came home, smelling like sweat and someone else's cologne, and she didn't even try to hide the bruises blooming on her neck. I confronted her, voice shaking, asking how long she'd been living this double life. She stared back at me, eyes cold, and said she'd been fighting for herself long before she ever met me. That's when it hit me, the betrayal wasn't just about the fights or the cheating. It was about how little I knew the person I'd promised my life to, and how much of myself I'd lost trying to keep her close.